I'm going to make some soup, and I want you to pay attention to this because it is going to save you a whole bunch of money, and if you have trouble getting your kids to eat vegetables, this is a soup for you. We actually call this soup choup in our family. This is the soup we made to trick my kids into eating vegetables. And the reason I want to make this today, and you never see me make recipes on my pages, but I'm concerned about the folks who may be losing their SNAP benefits. And I've been in that position before, but I was super frugal and I knew how to cook. And not everybody that's on SNAP is frugal or even knows how to cook. And so they may be using their SNAP benefits to buy prepackaged things that cost a lot more. Let me give you an example. I bought these pinto beans for $1.95, and this is 20 servings. I bought a can of kidney beans, different kind of bean, but same concept. 99 cents for this, and it's only 3.5 servings. So I'm going to use this for this particular recipe because I want to save these pinto beans for something else. But look, 10 grams of protein, 20 servings of 10 grams of protein. You could make many pots of soup with this. Anyway, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use some vegetables. We're going to use some fresh vegetables. We're going to use some frozen vegetables. We're going to use some canned vegetables. We're going to use V8 juice as the base of this soup. We call this, in our family, we call this soup choup because it's chili, but it's a soup, and it's a way to help trick kids into getting the vegetables in. And we had to do this in my family because my son was so dramatic at dinner time, especially around vegetables. He's a grown man now and he's a total foodie, but the choup stuck. We love the choup, and it helps me get my vegetables in. I travel for a living, so I have to trick myself too now, just make sure I get everything in. So what I'm going to do is I took some ground chicken, and I'm going to just fry that up. And then I'm going to add this chili seasoning packet and all the vegetables and even some diced tomatoes. I'm not going to use this whole can probably, so this would probably make 2 pots of soup for me. I live alone. I'm not going to eat all this soup in a million years, but I will donate it to some folks. I have some family members that could use some soup, and I have a neighbor that I like to bring soup to, and yeah, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, while I'm getting this chicken going, I just wanted to say, like I said before, I've been in a position years ago, a long time ago. I was a single mom. I was a teenage mom, and I counted on some state benefits for a short while till I got a full-time job at a grocery store. And I worked 12 hours a week, and they took they weren't called SNAP then, but they took my SNAP benefits away because I was working 12 hours a week as a 16-year-old mom. So anyway, I happen to know how to cook. I've been cooking from scratch since I was 5 years old, and I was super frugal, and I was really into being frugal, like totally nerdy about it. I had books about it and everything. I didn't write the books. I was reading the books. Okay, so anyway, point is, I hope that you take this time to really learn how to be frugal and cook some really nutritious, fun things in your kitchen. And I hope you take this time to make this an empowering time for you. When you feel out of control, there's some things in your control. Now I'm going to make this soup. I'm making it with meat. It doesn't need meat. I'm making it with V8 juice. It was actually cheaper for a vegetable juice that was a store brand. You got a lot more for the same price. I don't want all the sodium, so I opted for this one. That happened to be on sale. I'm going to make all this soup for I'm going to say under $12. And I'll probably have some ingredients left to make more soup or whatever else I want to make. So keep that in mind. Okay, I'm about done with my chicken, but I'm chopping it up very fine, okay? So that I don't have big chunks in my soup, and so that someone doesn't just pick out all the big chunks in the soup. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. If you chop it up really fine, like I'm doing right now, it's cooking, then it'll just make the texture of your soup real nice too, okay? Okay, I've taken some baby carrots and I've chopped them up into like thirds or fourths, right? They're gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna dump in my kidney beans. I drained them, by the way. I'm gonna dump in my green beans, drain them, don't forget to drain them. I have some sweet corn that's frozen. Don't put a lot in there. I put like half this little bag in there. We're gonna start there. I might have to add more. And then I've opened up some petite tomatoes, petite diced tomatoes, like, you know, they're like that. Okay, we're not going to put this whole can in there. That would be crazy. It's not needed. All right, I guess I'm going to put about half the can in. All right, so I'm going to show you what I have so far. That's what it looks like. We got chicken, we got those veggies for now, and I'm going to put this chili mix in there. This is all gluten-free, by the way, because I'm gluten-free. Well, it's gluten-free because it's gluten-free, but I happen to be gluten-free, so I buy everything gluten-free. All right, so I'm going to mix that chili mix into all of it. Okay? If you don't have a chili mix, if you have seasonings that would be good in chili, then do that. Whatever you like to put in your chili, use that seasoning. I usually have kids in mind when I'm making this soup, even though my kids are grown. So I try not to make it spicy. And then, so now we've got all that mixed up. See? Looks kind of barfy. But we're going to add this V8 juice. This is not a very big V8 juice, so I'm going to just use the whole thing. There we go. All right. Yes, there's probably healthier ways to make all this. I don't really care. I care about getting people fed fairly healthy. Okay? Oh my God, I almost forgot my secret ingredient. So look, I've been putting peanut butter in my chili forever. My brother taught me this. He's an excellent chef. And peanut butter, especially if the soup is spicy, it's going to tone it down. But it's also going to make it kind of taste cheesy and just creamy. And I just put 2 big tablespoons of peanut butter in it. I think it's going to be a sufficient amount. Everyone loves it, just letting you know. So, and it obviously adds more protein. So let me look here. We got just a little bit of time left. I'm just looking at my soup and seeing, do I have enough beans in there? I think I have enough beans. But I could add another can. I think I'm going to add another can of green beans instead. Okay. Okay, here's the final product. I'm going to let it cook a little bit. Roll a lot of it because I got to cook those carrots. They're fresh. You can feed your family really cheap and really well. And I hope this helps and blesses you. I'm going to take this soup with me as I travel this week too. So I'm going to make several containers for me to take with me on the road. I'm going to give the rest away. But I could put all of this in little containers and put it in my freezer. I can take it to lunch. But like I said, I work on the road, so I drive a lot. I'm going to throw it in my little cooler. Be thrifty. Go look up stuff on being frugal. Look up stuff on meals under $5 for a family of 5, something like that. Do those kinds of searches. Do it in ChatGPT. Tell me in the comments what you come up with. I really hope this helps. If you like this, I'll post some more fun recipes that are super frugal that will feed you for a week.